Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about the future timelines of union, of divine union, and what that means, what I'm being shown, and where we all are going if you are on this journey to union, if you're on this journey to divine union. And I'm gonna kind of go over what to expect in future time, which is where we're all shifting. So if you're on this journey, you are shifting out of old cycles and past timelines and all these things we've been stuck in for eons of time on this planet, and you're actually going towards a very specific timeline which you and your twin have already signed up for. You already have predestined this timeline. You made a contract essentially with your twin to experience this timeline of union. However, before that timeline actually transpires, there is a lot of stuff that we are clearing to actually get to that future timeline. So when, people ask me about, how the twins are actually coming together, they're coming together because they actually have a future timeline that they are supposed to come into union. So this is a future timeline that, we all are going to experience, and that's what this whole process is taking us through. So this is why we're going through this whole ascension back to this union timeline. And so when you meet your twin, you have the activation, and this activation is leading you to union timeline. And so no matter what the 3D situation is currently, no matter what's playing out in the 3D, like I always say, that is not relevant, because we need to look at what's going on from the higher perspective and from the quantum, and really where this journey is taking all of us, because all of us are really heading towards a very specific timeline in the future, which is the union timeline. So what this means is that you are shifting energetically to actually manifest this timeline. And so as you're doing this whole journey, there's so much to this journey. We know that we are going through huge transformation on this journey. We're going through huge quantum shifts. We're coming into our inner union, into our own divine union with God, with your balanced inner polarities. Everything is coming into balance. We're shifting energetically, physically. Our DNA is activating, and we're very much letting go of those old energies that are keeping us stuck and not able to come into union. So the union is what, like I said, you and your twin have already signed up for. The contract that you have is to come into union. And even if you guys are not, together right now, whatever the situation is, maybe, your divine masculine has their own thing that they have to do. When you're in separation, when you're not together, a lot of the times there's other contracts maybe they have to, go through, and all of that. So all of that is part of this journey, and it's part of the journey of actually closing up old cycles. And this is why we don't need to worry about all these things, because yes, a lot of the divine feminines, they're very much worried about the union and when that's going to happen. When is divine union going to occur, right? So that is the question that we have all the time in our mind. But as you go on this journey, you understand that this is a journey of the soul coming into union within yourself, and that you are coming into union with your own soul and with God's source. And that's what you're really going to feel more and more. And you're going to, at the same time, feel more connected to your twin, and the unconditional love is going to grow. You're going to expand your consciousness is going to expand. You're going to be moving and quantum shifting your energy into higher energy. So what we're doing is we're constantly quantum shifting our vibration to new realities and new timelines start to open up for us. And so these are all different timelines that we have predestined for ourselves already. So these are timelines of that your soul is here to experience. And so as you move through this, it's going to be, quantum shifting into new realities, into new higher future realities. And then at some point you come into union within yourself, which is very much about the union of your soul within yourself. Your higher chakras are opened, you're integrated in the heart, the union comes within the heart, and then you're going to start to feel that deeper connection with your twin inside of your own chakras. This all starts to grow, and this is really the union. This is building the union, and then that's going to manifest that timeline of the union, which is all of us are moving towards union timelines. And so all of this information that I'm receiving and all of this that I'm doing comes from the higher God source, the higher levels. And I'm just transmitting the information as I'm receiving it and what I've been shown. And, this higher in knowledge that's really important to share during this time on the planet and what we're moving through with this ascension and how everyone is returning back to union, because that is where we're all moving towards. And this is what this whole process is about. But again, it's not a process where it's very simple, where it's a relationship where you meet and then you're together. There's a lot of stuff that we clear in separation. And that's not the fun part, but that's the part where where you're actually growing and coming into your full embodiment and fully coming into who you truly are, your connection back to your God self and your connection back to source. And so that's really what the gift is. And the gift is really big that you're receiving on this journey. It's not just the union that you're receiving so much more. And the main thing is that you're returning back home within this vessel. And this is a gift that, only people who are going through this, difficult process get to experience. Once you come out of this amnesia of the third dimension, you come back to who you truly are, and you come back to the reconnection back with divine source and, really God. And what that means is really that connection that you start to feel within yourself, which is home. And that is really the gift that you start to feel. And this goes all in your life. This reflects in every aspect of your life. And this starts to grow. You start to become love. You start to become the beacon of love. And you start to vibrate at the frequency of love and unconditional love. And this is really what you're becoming as you're coming back to that higher version of who you are, which is your soul, which is all about unconditional love. And you start to radiate that, and you start to really, that's your signature. And so a lot of us are here to step into that frequency. And this journey, this union journey is really coming back to that connection of divine love within yourself and becoming that in every way. And then you're not attached to your twin or anything outside of you anymore, because you're already one with all. You're already one with yourself. You're already one with source. You're already one with your twin. And your twin is you. You start to feel them as yourself, as you're already one. You're already together. There is no lack anymore. There's no attachment anymore. There is no fear energy anymore left. Once all of that has been shed, it's a process, obviously, to get there. It's not a simple process, but it's a process of releasing all of that. And that's why we go through so much on this journey to get back to union, because we are in union with our twin before we come here. And so when we come here, we are not anymore in that frequency of true unconditional love, true love within our soul. And we lose that connection to source. And so this is a journey of reconnecting back to source in every kind of way. and reconnecting back to your soul and your higher aspect of who you truly are, your God self, your God consciousness. And, you know, your twin is just that, the same as you. You start to see yourself in them. You start to see, you know, yourself as them. And you're just one soul in different polarity aspects. And the physical body is just a physical body. And you start to really detach from that physical body because you know that you're one. So what I'm trying to say in all of this is that the future timeline that we're all moving towards is this union within yourself, that you will start to feel more and more embodied as you continue this journey. And there's a lot of stages and processes of this journey that you will face, and you will have to overcome all the obstacles. It's kind of like that, you know, that bigger the treasure at the other side of it all will come to you. And it comes to you in small increments. Once you start to unravel all of this junk, you will start to feel, you know, that union. You start to feel that higher vibration. And then you go back down, you go back down into the density, and then you go back up, you start to feel more connected and all of that. So it's a gradual increasing of your vibration, of your frequency, to then stabilize in that union vibration. And that means that you, like I said, all your chakras are open and connected into union. So what that means is that you've come into the balance of masculine and feminine, and that has merged within yourself, within your being. And so that's a process that all of us are going through to attain that inner union and to attain that balance within yourself. And then you naturally balance with your twin's energy by balancing and coming into inner union within yourself. You naturally balance with your twin, and that's when you come into that divine union. And so what we have to understand is that this is bringing you closer to God source and home frequency of where you have come from, but you're actually going to be feeling that within your body and within this human vessel. And so this is the beautiful thing about this journey. There is going to be there's in the future timelines where we're all going towards is the union timeline. So this is the divine union, which we're all being prepared for, which is where we're all shifting towards, which is what this whole journey is leading us back to. And so we're going to be coming into the future timelines, which is the unions, which is all of us now. All the work that we're doing collectively are shifting us into those timelines. And it's happening faster than before. So it's happening all very quickly. It's shifting us into those higher timelines, which is what we're here to have and experience. So if you want to have more support, if you need more guidance, support, I have my Ascension Support coaching as well. So I have opened up Ascension Support coaching. The link is in the description. If you need support with Kundalini, Ascension, anything like that, I will link it in the description. And then obviously my Divine Union coaching and all the other coachings that I do, that I offer, I will link that in the description. And you can also join the Patreon community for community support and so much more content, more exclusive content, more detailed content, more, there's so much that I post, so many things. So join us there if you need more support. But for now, I send you lots of love, and I'll connect with you in the next video.